I am Bruce Himmelblau with Blue Sky Video Productions, and this is Dave Verbeten.
Hi guys, Dave Verbeten, owner and senior coach with Peak Performance ActionCoach business coaches in Northern Illinois.
Last week we talked about destination.
Yeah, we talked largely about the first steps of the 6-step methodology that we have when we engage with business owners of small and medium-sized businesses. And clearly the destination is a combination of setting goals, understanding the vision, where do we want to be at some time certain in the future, and then we put the game plan immediately behind that and help business owners get there.
So this week we're talking about money.
There's a lot of reasons why people decide to get into business on their own. There's a lot of things that I've coached business owners that didn't necessarily get in business for money. They even will not articulate, which is not a bad thing. We're all for it. They won't articulate their goals in monetary terms. They'll articulate their goals in terms of how can I help the society? How can I help the people who need my technical expertise, therapists, etc. And so we'll say, fine, we can work toward that easily. But as Bruce already alluded to, today is about, let's just say numbers. Today starts the conversation about numbers. And so I'm hoping, together with Bruce's questions and sort of my commentary, that we can shed some light on some things that you ought to be looking at as a small and medium-sized business owner.
Right. And there's key elements within the money structure to address as well.
Right. So at some point in time, I'm going to jump up to my whiteboard, which I'm addicted to, so I can illustrate some things. And then Bruce will turn the camera around so
it'll be forward.
It'll be forward and you won't be seeing things in reverse.
Right. So the elements of money are the break-even point, profit margin or profit percentage.
Yeah.
Reporting, which is what, getting your reports out.
Yeah, and the key about reporting is if you're going to do all the work around understanding your break-even and your profit margins, etc., you ought to look at that on a timely basis. I mean, to go through all the work of calculating those numbers and then only looking at them 3 months after the fact. Number one, we know that numbers that we're pulling in from the past, we know that's past. That's the rear view mirror look at things. And we'll talk about KPIs, and the KPIs are those things that will give us much more of a forward-looking view on how the business is doing. But
and KPI stands for?
Key performance indicators.
Yep.
They can be financial, or they can be more about what are the key measurements in the operation of my business that I should be looking at on a regular basis.
So let's start with break-even. Monitor your break-even point is you've got your fixed costs, you've got your variable costs. And do you want to draw a graph of what that looks like?
I will do that. So thank you. The reason for the break-even is, wouldn't you like to know on an ongoing basis the level of sales that you need in order to just cover all of your must-do expenses? That would be pretty important to you, right? And what we can do in addition to that is throw, well, what amount of profit would you like to see in that break-even? And we can do that as well. So break-even is really important. It lets you know that whether it's an incremental investment in marketing, incremental investment in addition to your building, what do I need to pay that back? And what do I need in terms of sales to pay that back? And then what's my marketing and sales engine need to do to accommodate that increased sales? So if you don't mind, I'll give you a quick...
Yeah, so in addition to your break-even of what your base cost is, every time you create a widget, you've got incurred costs. So if you incur 2 widgets, your costs go up and your break-even point changes.